Stats. Okay, Fort Collins.
Is Pooter not in our conference?
I don't know. Yeah. Good afternoon and welcome to the Fort Collins Lambkins first game of the season. I'm Connor Stevenson here with
Emilio Ledoux.
and we are ready to get going here. Pre-game meetings happening at the 50-yard line just ended. We are ready to get underway right after the national anthem coming up here in 1 second. So we've got a good matchup going here today. We've got two studs that stand out specifically. Justin Cranford, the quarterback for the Fort Collins Lambkins, which we will talk more about right after the national anthem. Thank the Fort Collins band for performing such a great national anthem there. So let's get into these two studs we've got here. Justin Cranford had one heck of a year last year. He averaged about 213 yards per game. His touchdown to interceptions, 14 to 15. Had a passer rating of 79.4, completion percentage of 61.7. Neil, I'd like those stats if I was the offense there.
I think coming off as a junior is going to be beautiful for the Fort Collins offense.
So why don't we talk about the Northglenn running back too? That's a standout player for them.
Josiah Stevenson had 151 carries last season, 92.6 rush yards per game, 6.1 yards per carry, and 10 rushing TDs. I really like that for the Northglenn offense.
You know, I think he's going to be utilized a lot this game. We're going to see a lot of rushing. 6.1 yards per carry. To the average person, may not sound like a lot, but you get 6 yards per game. That's a first down every other play.
It's going to be a close matchup. We have Fort Collins went 2-8 last season, and Northglenn with 3-7.
Yeah, so both these teams really looking to bounce back, improve their records. You know, to them, this is a statement game, right? We got Fort Collins trying to start off with a win. Northglenn already has a loss on their record to Rocky Mountain, so they need that bounce back here. And Fort Collins set to kick it off here, elected to kick off.
Northglenn lost to Rocky Mountain 31-0.
Yeah, tough loss, so they need this bounce back here.
Didn't score one touchdown, so looking for their first one.
And the kick is off. Northglenn looking to return it. 11, takes it at the 5, takes it up. And he's going to get stuffed down right around the 20. So a typical start here, nothing crazy. About a 15-yard return out to the 20, Northglenn. What are we looking to see here? I believe that they're going to use Josiah Stevens to start this game off. He looks like the core of their offense here.
Yeah, I think he's one of the only studs on that offense, so I think they're definitely going to give him the ball a lot.
Yeah, he's definitely stand out over there, especially with those last season stats. That's quite amazing to see. We've got the quarterback for Northglenn, Tegan Boysen, number 12. Back to take the snap. First play of the drive here for Northglenn. Takes the snap. Pressure coming. On the slant, finds his man for about a 6-yard gain. Excuse me. We've got not much of a
Not much of a gain there, about 1 or 2 yards. Nothing too big.
Excuse me. So they started off with a pass. We didn't expect to see that there. We expected a run right off the bat with Josiah Stevens with his stats from last year. But maybe they'll utilize the pass more here. So second play of the drive, 2nd and 10. Boysen sets his man. Sets his man in motion. Muff snap. Has to just lay on it for a loss of what looks about 10-yard, maybe loss there.
There's not much you can do as a QB there. If the snapper muffles and just doesn't get it to you, you just got to make sure it's safe,
Yeah,
make sure it's not a turnover there.
You really can't do much. He did the right thing there. If you try and make a play, it usually does not end out right. It's just going to lead to more trouble. So
This is a great start for the Fort Collins defense, though,
Yeah,
holding them really well.
Fort Collins really making a statement here on defense. 3rd and 20 coming up. With 3rd and 20, we know they can't use their running back right now. They have to go for the pass. Fort Collins does not look to be playing too deep of personnel. So let's see if Boysen can get a big gain here to keep this drive alive. Takes the snap. Have big pressure, and it's incomplete. Had to put the ball out before he got sacked.
38 absolutely just blitzed in there.
Yeah, 38 got right through that line. Now 4th and 20. Northglenn's going to have to send this one away.
That was just a beautiful blitz right there.
Yeah, that's just textbook right there. Got right through that line, put pressure on that QB, had to throw it away.
That O-line isn't really giving that QB a chance to throw the ball.
Yeah, he needs more time there. Number 53 here to punt of the way for Northglenn. In his own end zone here. Muff snap, gets it off. A little bit of a squib. They're going to take it back. Number 1 takes it. He's going on the outside to the 30, down to the 20. He's still up. He's still going all the way back. Touchdown, Fort Collins. What a way to start. Don't even need the offense out there. Return it for a touchdown.
That's how you want to start a season right there.
Right there. After that 2-8 season from last year, this is going to give them big momentum. They will think back to that play all the way till the end of the year.
That's a great statement right there. No offense on the field. They don't need it.
I tell you what, you have your defense make them go 3 and out, and then you have your special teams. Special teams will win you games, and it showed right there. So number 20 here for the extra point to make it a 7-0 lead for Fort Collins. Just needs to clean it up, and it's up and good.
Low pass Fernando with that kick.
That's right.
The Lambkins take the lead 7-0.
So we're going to see Fort Collins defense back here. Let's see. After that 3 and out, they looked really solid, especially with the blitz on 3rd and 20. Do we think Northglenn's going to go back to their run that they used last year, or do we think they're going to try the pass game again?
I think after trying 3 passes in a row and having none of them gain yards, I think they're going to have to go to the run.
Oh, for sure. That seems like what they might have to do here. Fort Collins, they look like they have the momentum right now. They're already out on kickoff team. Northglenn really needs some momentum here. They need a good drive. And let's talk about number 1 there on the kick return. He evaded at least 5 tackles on that play.
That was just got through everyone.
Exactly.
No one stood a chance.
That's what will win you games right there. So 20 to kick off. Northglenn going to take the return at the 5. Takes it up and is stuffed down right around the 25. So right back where we were with Fort Collins up 7-0. Northglenn has another chance to take the ball downfield.
If I'm Northglenn, I'm thinking we just got to gain yards. Don't let the defense in.
Exactly. I think you can't let them get another sack. You cannot let them keep that momentum. And the last thing you need is a fumble here. They need to secure the ball. Give the ball to your studs. Let them work. Let them take the ball upfield, and then try stuff when you have room to play with downfield. So Boysen back to take the snap. Keeps it for himself on the outside. Oh, and he just gets demolished right at the line of scrimmage. Big shoulder check for no gain on the play. We're going to be at 2nd and 20 here. So with that, you know, they're running with their quarterback there. I really didn't expect that. I expect a guy who can truck through a couple dudes. You know, maybe we'll be surprised and Boysen has some physicality to his game, but I expect maybe just a solid pickup play there. But
I'm surprised Josiah hasn't seen the ball yet.
yeah, there he is. Wow, great yards after contact. Picks up about 5 after contacting the line of scrimmage right there. That's what will drive ball down the field, what will get you those extra yards, and what will end up the touchdowns. You know, you can't go for the big play all the time. You got to hand the ball off, let them do the work.
Josiah with their first yards.
Yeah.
About a 5-yard gain there.
So we've got 3rd and 5 here. Fort Collins looking to get one more 3 and out, get their offense out there. But Northglenn and
false start. Fort Collins. That's definitely a momentum killer.
Oh, for sure.
Hurts.
Well, let's see. They're discussing it here. This may not be as clear of a call as you think. Referee's discussing what they each saw there. We await the call.
False start on the offense, number 14.
That looks like Perry Archuleta right there. Excuse me, not number 14 Perry Archuleta. Number 14 for Northglenn, false start. So that'll send it back 5 yards for 3rd and 10. Fort Collins showing pressure. Flag on the play. So a snap infraction on number 77 for Northglenn.
2 back-to-back flags. That kills the offense right
Exactly.
there. After that 5-yard gain, and they're already back 10 yards.
I mean, after your only gain throughout the game so far, you can't be giving up 10 yards of penalties after that. I mean, now they've got what I believe is 3rd and 15, and they've got some work to do here. Fort Collins showing pressure. Takes a look downfield. He's got his man. Number 8 comes down with the catch with a big conversion. That is huge for Northglenn. They needed those yards. Big momentum switch right there.
See, now that is what wins games right there. Even though you get sent back 10 yards with penalties, you get back and you throw deep ball and you catch it. Now that's what they need.
That's what they needed right there. Fort Collins defense showed the pressure, left the man down, went up, grabbed it.
Some great physicality there, making sure he got up on that ball.
Yeah, great ball security. So Northglenn looking to continue this momentum here. In Fort Collins on the 46. Boysen sets his man in motion, takes the snap, muffed, but carried up for about a 5 to 6 yard gain. No. So it'll be 2nd and 4 now. Northglenn using that run game after the big play.
That Fort Collins D-line is just putting a whole lot of pressure on that QB.
They're sending the house.
Josiah going to the sideline.
So 2nd and 4 here. Boysen. And a flag. That'll be a false start. Should be a false start for number 8. So that'll send them back to 2nd and 9. Those are the killers, right?
Already 3 penalties on this drive. That's hurt.
Yeah. I mean, that deep ball play was huge, but you can't get that every time. You
No.
can't rely on that. You need to get these fundamental yards up the field. You can't be taking these penalties. But we'll see if they can come back with 2nd and 9 now. Boysen takes the snap. Little fumble on the snap. Avoids pressure. Looks downfield. He's going to air it out to number 14. Incomplete. But a flag on the play.
I got some PI right there, passer
I
interference.
believe, yeah. I believe that may be PI on Fort Collins. So that's huge for Northglenn. You know, they didn't get the completion, but they drew the penalty. That's going to drive them down the field. Now they have room to play here. You can go run outside, pass, right? You're in the end zone. You're looking for big plays here, whether it's good running plays, you know, you throw a deep ball. What are we thinking here?
You know, I'm thinking, like, you have Josiah. He's a great running back. He's on the sideline right now, though. If they get him back out, they can make some good plays.
For sure.
But those passes have been looking good. They've been sending it deep.
Yeah.
Looking to tie it up here.
Boysen hands it off to Josiah. And he's going to be taken down right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. You know, Fort Collins had about 2 or 3 men on him right there. You know, it's tough to break through that contact.
If I'm the Fort Collins defensive coordinator, I'm looking at Josiah every snap and making sure he doesn't get the ball.
Oh,
and he can't do what he does best.
Mm-hmm. You know, because once he gets going, it's tough to stop. You know, once he gets speed, he's break through that contact. But if you can contact him at the line of scrimmage, you have a chance to stop him.
Just get him stuffed there.
So 2nd and 11. Boysen. Pitch to Josiah. Josiah just gets a few yards on the play. Should be about 2nd and 9, possibly 2nd and 8 here. And so now we've got 3rd down. Looks like they might have to air it out here.
3rd down, they've been airing it out, and they've been chucking it deep. They've been getting it down.
Yeah, credit to Tegan Boysen, number 12, the quarterback. Those 2 deep balls were good passes.
Straight on the guy, for sure, straight dots.
One drew a penalty, and one had a huge 3rd down conversion. Let's see what they can do. 3rd and 9 here. This is a statement play. Can they keep the drive alive? Boysen takes a snap. Step back, look. Too high, incomplete. 4th down for Northglenn. Just couldn't get it there. Had the ball a little too high. Receiver couldn't pull it in. What are we seeing here? Are they going to stay out there?
It seems like they might go for it.
4th and 9. They want to tie this game up. They want to keep this drive alive.
I think they're a little too close to punt and a little too far to kick it.
Yeah. Hey, aggressiveness can be the difference for sure. Let's see. Takes the snap. Steps back. Avoids pressure. Sends it deep. And it's incomplete. No flag on the play. Turnover on downs. Fort Collins offense is going to get its first chance of the game.
If I'm Northglenn, I'm going to be looking at these plays, these 3rd and out, and like I'm just thinking, we need to get bigger plays. We got to gain yards. 1st, 2nd down. We can't keep getting sacked.
Exactly.
Got to stop the defense.
You cannot rely on those 3rd and 4th and longs. You have to gain yards on the 1st and 2nd downs. Get those 5-yard gains. Those add up.
And those penalties are killing them.
Exactly. Penalties, they will add up. It can turn a 10-yard gain into nothing for you. So Fort Collins offense takes the field for the first time this game. Number 17, Cranford at quarterback. Hands it off with a run up the middle. He's going to get going at the 50, the 40, the 30. He's going to take it all the way for the first play of the drive. Touchdown, Fort Collins, but there's a flag on the play. Can you believe this? Fort Collins, their only 2 plays of the game have been scoring plays.
First offensive touch all season, and it's a touchdown.
I mean, that sets a tone for sure, but there's a flag on the play. We have to see what it is. Coaches are signaling touchdown. We're awaiting the call here. It seems as the flag was picked up. So touchdown Fort Collins. To make it 14-0, here's number 20 to kick it. And it's up and it's good. 14-0, Fort Collins takes the lead over Northglenn. What a game so far for Fort Collins. We have still 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, and they are already up 2 touchdowns with only 2 plays.
Fernando Lopez 2 for 2 on those field goals. He's looking good, man.
Hey, those will add up as well. You need a solid kicker, and Lopez looks like he can do the job.
They are not giving that offense a rest.
Oh, no. You know, with Fort Collins scoring on their 2 plays, this is really going to put some big pressure on the Northglenn offense. See what they can do. See if they can bounce back or if they're going to be tired from being out there for the majority of this game so far.
I mean, that offense has not gone a rest. It's just straight touchdowns for Fort Collins.
Yeah.
If I'm Northglenn, I'm just looking to get on the board for the first time this season.
For sure. You need those small gains. They need to get down there, drive to the end zone, get some fundamental plays going. You can't rely on the deep ball all the time. And so as we await the kickoff here from Fort Collins. Lopez set to set it off as the student section is getting loud. A little bit of a squib there. Returned and just covered up. By
Just
number
wanted to get down
53.
on that thing.
Yeah. Hey, not bad field percentage at the, not bad field position at the 30 there. Let's see. Northglenn needs to get some yards going, limit the penalties, play some fundamental football here. What are we thinking? Are we thinking? I think we're going to see a lot of pressure throughout this entire game through the Fort Collins D-line, maybe some linebackers. It seems to be working so far.
Absolutely. They're absolutely pressuring the QB there, trying to get it out of
100%.
his hands quick.
Now, credit to Boysen. He has been able to avoid it a good amount, but too much pressure is just not handleable. Now, handoff, stuffed at the line of scrimmage, gets taken down for looks like no gain.
Those runs haven't been working.
They
If
just
I'm Northglenn, I'm trying to look to air it out because those 2 balls that they've aired out, they've gained yards.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like we said, you do need the small pickups on the run, but, hey, if it's not working, either try the outside or you got to go in the air. And draw a penalty like they did in the last drive, right?
Yeah,
that saved their drive.
That was perfect.
So we'll have 2nd and 10 here for the Northglenn Norsemen.
That Fort Collins defense is looking good, though. It's tough to penetrate something like that.
Man, they have that line of scrimmage locked down right now. So Boysen takes the snap, bobbled, taken on his own, and he's going to get taken down behind the line of scrimmage, slipped up. Should be a loss of what looks to be about 5 yards there. Man, that is tough. It looks like he slipped on the turf there.
3rd and 15 for the Northglenn offense.
This is what they need. They need another one of those deep ball plays here. Let's see if they can pull it off.
It's so hard to get that deep ball down there when you don't have time.
Exactly.
Especially with muffled snaps like that. That's just killer.
Yep. When you've got Fort Collins D-line putting pressure on you every play, you can't avoid them every play. And you're trying to see your man downfield. It's tough. Boysen's got a tough job back there right now. He's got Stevenson to his right. Rolls out. Finds his man. Caught.
For a 10-yard gain. It's going to be 4th and 5.
You know, what do we think here? Are they going to send this one away or are they going to go for it?
It looks like they're trying to go for it.
It looks like they're going to take their chance here on 4th and 5. Nope. They're going to send out their punt team. You know, I was a little skeptical of that. If you turn it over there, that looks like almost a near guarantee score for Fort Collins. You can't let them go up 3.
I mean, man, you have Fort Collins already seen the ball twice, scoring on the first play each time.
Exactly. At least let them get further into their own field.
At least give them a chance.
So it's going to be returned by Fort Collins. He's going to go on the outside. Finds some room. Avoids a tackle. Cuts up the middle. To the outside. And he's able to take it all the way down near the 25. What a return for Fort Collins special teams. They have been a big difference in this game. They've already taken the touchdown, and they just took a huge return to give their team perfect field position.
Man, giving that Fort Collins offense another great look for a touchdown.
And I tell you what, after that first play, we saw their run game was strong. I wonder if we'll see any of their passing game here.
That was just a straight run up the middle for a touchdown.
Perfect play there. And what a return. So let's see. We'll get to see the Fort Collins offense now. Cranford, number 17, the quarterback, back to take the snap. He's going to hand it off again to the running back. He's going to cut outside. Avoids his man. Cuts up the outside. Can he make it? Touchdown, Fort Collins. Can you believe it? On the first play of both drives have led to a touchdown. Fort Collins is making a statement in this game, taking a 3-touchdown lead over Northglenn. They are going quick, they're going fast, and they are taking the lead with a storm right now.
Just 2 touches, 2 TDs there. That's got to hurt the defense.
Oh, for sure. I mean, those are you can see that missed tackle in that play right there. Those are the ones that just need to get nailed down, and they lead to touchdowns like that. So Lopez, for his 3rd attempt, is good. He's 3 for 3 tonight. 21-0 Fort Collins over Northglenn. What a start to their season after going 2-8 last year.
Yeah, 2-8 last season. Only 2 wins against Fossil Ridge and Boulder. Fossil Ridge 34-31 and Boulder 42-0. Didn't let them get on the board.
Wow. And at the rate this is going, they might have another night tonight.
At the rate this is going, it might be a 60 to 80 point game.
So let's see. What do we need to see for Northglenn to see them get on the board here?
We just got to see more of those short passes. They seem to work. They can get them going. Less penalties for sure.
I think we need to see more plays to the outside of the field. They're getting pressured so hard on that inside. The D-line's killing them on the line of scrimmage. Yeah. We need to see them leg it out more on the outside.
They're getting jammed up. If I'm North, I'm really just looking to score.
Exactly. You need to find a way on the board no matter what. So with just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, Fort Collins set to kick it off again. Lopez had a busy night tonight. Student section getting loud as they are hyped as their team is up 3 touchdowns and looks to be on track for more here.
Fort Collins' 4th kickoff of the night.
Here we go. And a good one. And he's going to return it.
Touchback.
Touchback. For a second there, I thought he was going to cut up field and try and make something happen, but no. So I believe we're going to see more pressure from this Fort Collins defense. They're not letting that line of scrimmage down. They have that thing locked. I think Northglenn's got to go to the outside more. They've got to get those quick passes to the outside, maybe some screen plays, some jet sweep runs. We need to see more. Right here, some different play types here from Northglenn.
It's definitely tough being the offense, having your defense with 0 stops.
Definitely gets tiring out there. Oh, Boysen gets pressure. Quick pass, caught. For about a 5-yard gain, possibly 6. Gets stuffed down about the 26. So it'll be about 2nd and 4. That's what they need right there. That's the fundamentals that they need.
The short passes, they work. They really do.
They really do. You need to get downfield with those.
May not be flashy, may not love it, but it works. It gets the job done.
And at the end of the day, it's what you need, points. You don't need highlights. You need points right now. And Fort Collins sent pressure on that again with the blitz. Got stuffed up at the line of scrimmage. But they are still sending their guys after Boysen. As he takes the snap, hand off to Stevenson. He's going to cut on the outside. He's still up, still running, and gets taken down right around the 42. What a good pickup for Stevenson there. That's what we were expecting to see from him tonight.
And he's just one of the few playmakers on that team that can get the offense going.
Yeah, for sure. You let him work, and he'll go to work. Especially with his stats last year. Rush yards per game, he was near 100. And yards per carry, 6.1. That is a heck of a stat for Stevenson right there, and it showed right there.
Oh, yeah. Super physical after contact, runs through people.
Oh, for sure. If they can get him working more, they should have hope on these drives. Boysen on the screenplay. Hucks it out to the outside, gets taken down right around the line of scrimmage for a 1-yard gain. Should be 2nd and 9 here. So Fort Collins actually played that screenplay pretty nicely there.
Oh, yeah.
Able to get him down. Weren't stuffed up by the blocks.
It was a great stop for a 2-yard gain.
For sure. So 2nd and 8. Are we expecting more pressure? Do we think they're going to ease up after Northglenn's shown these quick plays here?
I mean, if I'm the Fort Collins defense, I'm going to show no mercy.
Oh, for sure.
Make sure we get that lead. Make sure we're winning this game.
For sure. And so as the first quarter comes to an end, 12 minutes down.
21-0.
Wow. I mean, what a start for these Fort Collins Lambkins. Every play has been a scoring play for them. Can you believe that?
2 great returns, 2 great runs.
Exactly.
It's tough to stop something like that.
I'm Kyle Backus of Backus & Shanker. The insurance companies don't like us because we've won over $1 billion for our clients. As for the competition, there's a reason each year more people in Colorado are calling Backus & Shanker for help on their injury case. So if you're hurt in an accident or injured at work, call me 24/7 at 222-2222. Let us work for the win in your case. Backus & Shanker, our passion is justice.
And we're back after a word from our sponsors with the second quarter here to get underway. Northglenn on their half of the field, going to hand it off to Stevenson. Stevenson on the outside, finding room, up the sideline and out for a first down. About an 11-yard pickup. Those are the gains they need. We're seeing more and more of what they need.
Stevenson's definitely getting the ball more. That's what they need. They need him to get involved so they can get more people open.
Exactly. And the more he works, the more plays he makes, the more eyes he draws, which then open up your receivers for those deep balls that you need.
Oh, yeah.
So 1st and 10 here for Northglenn after that first down pickup. Tegan Boysen back to receive the snap. Sets his man in motion. Keeps it himself. Up the sideline. He's still up. Finds room, avoids a tackle, and is taken down around the 25. What a pickup.
That's a
first
good
down.
20, 30-yard pickup right there. That's what they need. They're getting the ball going.
Exactly. We're seeing more of what they need to win this game, to come back from 3 touchdowns down now. If Northglenn can continue this trend throughout the game, I think as long as their defense can step up, they have a chance.
They're looking for their first score right now of the season.
Exactly. And it's looking promising right now. First down again. Boysen takes the snap. Quick pass. Screen play. Up the sideline. Still up for about a 6-yard gain there. Like we said, to the outside, small gains, and we're seeing progress.
Small gains win games.
Exactly.
They really like those screen plays, the wide receiver screens, the running back screens.
Hey, and they're working. It looks like we have a man down there.
We have an injury on the field.
So as they evaluate that man down there, but let's talk about how Northglenn is really starting to find their groove here on offense.
Oh, absolutely. Those screens are working for them. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
Same here. I mean, after they tried to run up the middle, they were getting shut down by Fort Collins D-line, attacking that line of scrimmage. They tried the deep ball, worked occasionally, but it's not dependable. These screen plays to the outside are seeming to work for them.
These first and second.
First and second down conversions.
Yep,
There
these
you
first
go.
and second down
There
conversions
you go.
are working for them. They're trying to get the ball moving.
They're essential. They're not relying on third down anymore. Like
Those
they
third
for
downs
the
were
first 2 drives.
killing them.
For sure. You can't rely on the 3rd and 20 conversion. You need those 1st and 10 conversions. You need those 2nd and 5s.
Just getting yards, not on third down, is really working for them.
Exactly.
We haven't seen very many flags on these drives.
They've cleaned it up. And let's hope he's okay over there. He's still down. Trainers are out looking at him.
That is very scary how long he's been out there.
We hope he's okay. But Northglenn offense here, the 2023 season last year, they had 136.6 rush yards per game, 130 passing yards, and 15.3 points per game on average. You know, we know they didn't have the best record, but they're looking to improve. We know the first two drives didn't look like much improvement, but this drive is looking promising for them.
It is looking very good. Stevenson with that rush yards definitely helps them.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Stevenson had 92.6 of those 130. Now let's look at Fort Collins offense. Last year they had 88.1 rush yards per game, 218.3 pass yards per game, and 21.8 average points per game. You know, honestly, right now, they're about to beat their points per game average from last year. They're looking good. They're scoring so much, just right off the bat, attacking the scoreboard. What are we seeing here?
Their rushing game is looking absolutely unstoppable. They've had 2 runs, 2 touchdowns, about 150 yards.
Yeah, they're breaking tackles left and right. Thankfully, the man on the field has gotten up. He seems to be doing better than we hope that he's okay over there. We're very thankful for our training staff who's able to help him out. But Northglenn looks to get back to their drive. Oh, that's nice.
Northglenn looking to continue this drive.
Here they are, 2nd and 5. Who knows? Right here is where you can try out the big plays, right? You're in the end zone. You can try a few things, but the small plays were working for him. I say they stick with that. Maybe use Stevenson here and there. He's picking up his groove in this game, putting his work in.
Even having Stevenson on the field is just helping the whole offense look better.
For sure, but Stevenson on the line right now. Boysen takes the snap. Keeps it himself. Incomplete pass.
And Stevenson, that was thrown to him, but he just went for the block there. Thought it was going to go somewhere else.
Miscommunication.
3rd and 5, looking to pick up this first down.
They need one here. This is a crucial moment in this game. Can Northglenn keep this drive alive, give themselves a scoring opportunity? We know they're in field goal range, but they need the touchdown here. They cannot settle for this field goal.
I mean, if it gets to 4th down, what are you thinking that they're going to try and do?
I honestly think they go for it. I think a field goal almost does you not much right now. You need that touchdown for the momentum for your offense. So Boysen sets his man in motion, gives it to Stevenson, and he's tripped up but still up. He is still going but gets stuffed up around the 25. Believe that's going to be a loss of yardage on the play. So 4th down now. They just lost yards. You know, I think they got to go for it. I don't think a field goal does them any good here.
I mean, if I'm the Northglenn offensive coordinator, I'm thinking we need to get on the board for the first time this season. That hurts us, kills our momentum, and all of that.
That is true. So they see that. They see that they're down 3 touchdowns. They need one of those back. They've got to get something going here. We expect him to air it out on 4th and 8. And Boysen takes the snap, rolls out to his right, looking for his man, hucks it up. And it's incomplete. Great coverage by Fort Collins. They turn the ball over. Fort Collins offense is coming back out. Let's take a look at that.
Hands all over him.
Look at that. No flag on the play. Amazing coverage. So we're going to see Fort Collins offense again. If we see another one-play drive, we know that Fort Collins has the entire momentum, you know.
That hurts. That really hurts. Like, you can't really stop that.
You really can't. I mean, Northglenn had their best drive of the game so far, and it just got turned over. That's a big killer.
Northglenn defense looking for their first stop.
They do need to give their offense a rest here. So Cranford back to take the snap. Number 17 keeps it himself. Rolls out to his left. He's going down the sideline, and he's going to go out of bounds for about a 15-yard gain there. Wow, Cranford is looking electric on that run. As we take a look at it right here.
Just scrambles out, gets some good yards.
He's got some speed, and he uses it well.
Trying not to get too physical, don't want to get hurt here.
Exactly.
Especially in a game like this.
Yes. When you're up 3 touchdowns, you need the yards, and you get out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now for the Fort Collins Lampkins. Handoff up the middle. He's got some room. Gets taken down for about a 9-yard pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 1. Fort Collins is getting yards every play. They are driving up the field, and they are finding their room.
This definitely helps the Northglenn offense, giving them a good rest.
For sure, but Northglenn defense really needs to lessen up these pickups here for Fort Collins. They're just getting 10 yards plus per play. They need some stops. Cranford, pitch to number 1. Number 1 going to take it down the sideline. Still up at the 40. At the 30, he's still up. Gets taken down around the 16. What a drive.
There is a penalty on the play. It's looking like it might be offensive.
Is this ball going to get taken back here? We'll see. 10-yard penalty on the offense. That's a killer. What a run, though.
That was a great run. Absolutely great pickups after contact.
You know, that's what we're seeing from Fort Collins all night. This is their longest drive so far, but they've had a 10-plus yard gain about every play.
It's tough for the Northglenn defense to stop something this powerful.
It really is.
Fort Collins is showing more physicality, more endurance.
They really are. They're showing that speed, that quickness to their game that they have. 2nd and 12 here. We'll see if they air it out here. Cranford back to take the snap. Takes it, steps back, finds his man right there, and he's still up. Gets taken down for about an 8-yard pickup.
Makes one man miss. Very nice on his feet.
For sure, great footwork. Fort Collins has been doing that all night. They've been avoiding tackles, getting those extra yards, which can even lead to 20 extra yards after avoiding 1 tackle. Nothing going there.
Flag there.
We await the call. A legal shift. So that'll send Fort Collins back. Should be about a 3rd and 7 here.
Northglenn looking for a stop.
If Northglenn can get a stop here, that is huge. That prevents Fort Collins from going up another score. Northglenn, really, this one is a big game to fire here. Cranford. Will we see him air it out? Takes a snap, steps back. Scrambling to his left. He's going to take it himself for the 1st down. Still up, still on his feet, out of bounds at the 42.
That was a good 20-yard pickup right there. He's very fast as a QB.
Cranford is showing his athletic ability up and down the sidelines.
Didn't see anyone open. Rolls out and just gets a whole lot of yards.
But it looks like there's a flag on the play.
Another
this ball
one.
might go back. Even further this time.
I mean, they've been picking it up when they don't have those flags.
Yeah.
See if they can do it one more time without a flag.
3rd and 17 here. Fort Collins back on their own 29. But honestly, so far this game, that's been nothing to them. They've had the Fort Collins magic on all night.
They've just been gaining those yards, 30, 40-yard plays every time.
Exactly.
These penalties really saving the Northglenn defense.
And Cranford's athletic ability has really shown in these clutch moments. Takes the snap, steps back to his right, finds his man downfield. Number 1 can't pull it in, incomplete. It'll be 4th down and 17. We expect Fort Collins to send it away here.
I'm going to say that was a great throw.
It really was. I think it just slipped through his hands there.
Absolutely on the money. He had that.
So Northglenn defense with their first stop, of course helped by penalties, but they got to stop there, right? I mean, that's exactly what they needed to let their offense try and get back into this game.
Give that offense a breather. Definitely helps them.
Offense got a break. Now they get to go back, show them what they can do. Keep those short gains going. So to punt, Oh, a little bit of a muff punt there. It'll go out of bounds right around the 50. So Northglenn gets good field position to start this drive. They're looking to make this game close enough again to come within 2 touchdowns. We're looking for aggressiveness by them, some screen plays maybe again, maybe some 4th down conversions.
From the Northglenn offense, I'm doing what I did last drive. Those short passes are really working. Those pitches, those outside plays.
Exactly. Set some blocks for Stevenson to go to work. But Fort Collins defense really has the pressure on tonight. I don't think the line of scrimmage is the way to go again. Fort Collins had that locked down all night.
Just that inside, can't get into it.
Exactly. So he takes the snap, keeps it for himself, and it's a fumble by Boysen, picked up by the Fort Collins defense. First play of the drive, they get it back. Fort Collins offense gets another chance. Fumble recovery by Fort Collins. What an upset for Northglenn offense.
The Northglenn offense just hasn't been able to make any plays happen, nothing.
They really have struggled tonight with getting the momentum on their side. Man, so Fort Collins offense, we'll get to see him again. We'll get to see Cranford use his athletic ability. We'll get to see their entire offense work, maybe some more runs up the middle.
That's multiple muffed snaps already on the night.
It's the fundamentals right there that'll kill you. Flag on the play. Snap infraction by 58. You know, that's just unnecessary to take right there. I know it's not a game killer because you're up 3 touchdowns, but it's just from a coaching perspective, you're really not going to like that when your O-line's taking penalties like that for no reason.
Closer games, that's definitely going to kill the momentum, hurt you
for sure.
guys. But tonight, this Fort Collins team is looking unstoppable.
Exactly.
They can make this happen.
But, yeah, you want those fundamentals locked down for when you get into closer games. A handoff there. Up the middle. Gets taken down for about a 2-yard gain.
It was a good stuff from Northglenn defense right there.
Yeah, there we go. We're seeing a tackle there. We've seen Fort Collins just evading those tackles all night, picking up those extra yards. Way to lock them down.
Making people miss, running through them. It's just
Exactly.
they just gotta stop them, wrap them up, stop the yards.
Really do. Need to prevent those extra yards after contact. 2nd and 13 here. Man in motion. Pitch to him. Number 1 on the outside. Cuts up. Cuts through the middle. He's still on his feet at the 30. At the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Fort Collins. That is Levi Hermson. I believe that's his 2nd of the night. What a game he's had. Wow. Fort Collins is on fire. They've taken 27-0 lead. They'll kick the extra point for the 28. What a night.
Unstoppable right there. Like, what are you supposed to do against the defense? Just
Exactly.
nothing. Not giving him a chance.
He's got that quick evasiveness, cuts up the middle, makes men miss, and gets it in the end zone for the 6.
He's quick. He's real fast.
So Lopez for the extra point. And it's no good.
His first
Off
missed
the
one of the
post.
night.
He's 3 for 4 tonight after that. So Fort Collins 27-0 right now. Northglenn offense will go back out there after the first play of the drive being muffed and fumbled. I mean, Fort Collins just looks unstoppable right now. Fort Collins, every one of their plays has been 10 yards besides the few stops Northglenn defense has had.
Even those penalties, man, they're helping Northglenn out, and they're just not taking advantage of it.
Exactly. That Fort Collins is comfortable in a 3rd and 15 situation right now, which is just not what you want if you're Northglenn.
Fort Collins taking a comfortable lead, 27-0. What?
So Lopez to kick it off here after the missed extra point. Student section is having the night of their life right now after this dominant lead. And the kick is away. Northglenn set to return it at his own 5. Cutting up the outside. He's got room. He's at the 30 and gets tackled down around the 36. Good return.
That was a great return. Definitely helped set up the offense for a good position.
For sure. If you're Northglenn, you need as much yardage as you can. 1 yard at a time. If they're starting deep in their own zone, they cannot do that. Perfect return there for Northglenn.
Let's see if the Northglenn QB can make some plays happen this time.
Yeah, let's see what Tegan Boysen can do. Can he match Cranford? Cranford's had one heck of a night, showing his athletic ability here and there throughout the few plays that they've had. Boysen's had a job to do tonight for sure. And I believe he's got that athletic ability to him. I've seen him avoid contact back there with all the pressure Fort Collins is sending. So let's see what he does here. Steps out, sends one down. He's got a man, goes up. He pulls it in. What a catch by Northglenn. Oh, my goodness.
So great. Brings you up to the 25-yard line, one of their better drives so far already.
Wow. He tossed it up, knew his man was down there, trusted him with that ball. So Northglenn, with a big start to that drive right there, after going down 4 touchdowns, they come out and send a deep ball about 40 yards down.
4 touchdowns. Last drive, they didn't even get a chance. Fumbled it right away. Recovered from Fort Collins.
You know, that's a good way to get your team back into it. Give yourself a big pickup. Get some momentum back in your game.
Looking to score their first touchdown of the season.
Hey, and that's a good way to start it. The pitch keeps it himself and gets tackled down right around the line of scrimmage. Looks like about a yard loss on the play.
That Northglenn offense just isn't really blocking. Definitely giving it a hard time for their wide receivers, their running backs, their QB.
And it's tough when Fort Collins is putting so much pressure on that line of scrimmage. You really can't throw anything right there.
Blitzing every time.
You know you're getting taken down right away. Let's talk about that throw from Boysen, too, on that first play of the drive.
Absolute dot.
What a dot. I mean, he's shown some real ability tonight, I believe. He's avoided contact, put the ball in the right spot. He's just had a little bit of tough time with the amount of pressure they're sending here. So Boysen steps back. Find his man deep. Chucks it up. One-on-one. Can't bring it down. Good coverage there by Fort Collins. Looks like there's a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start, but declined. Declined by Fort Collins, so it's going to be 3rd and 11. I think that's a smart play by Fort Collins. You know, Northglenn's had a hard time converting these 3rd and longs. I don't blame Fort Collins for declining that penalty.
Yes, you haven't seen many yards for this team.
Timeout, Fort Collins. Fort Collins might just want to get a second look at their play there, see what they're scheming up on 3rd and 11. They really just don't want to give this one up. I know they have a lot of wiggle room here, but you just don't want to let up what you don't have to let up, right?
I mean, that deep ball for Northglenn has been working all night.
I mean, yeah. You really just – I know you're up 4 touchdowns, but there's no reason to let up one of those in the end zone.
Just don't let them get a free one.
Exactly.
Don't let them score their first touchdown of the year on you.
Exactly. It's cooler to have a shutout than just to win.
Oh, yeah.
So as Northglenn goes over what they're thinking for their 3rd and long here. Fort Collins down to 2 timeouts. The Norsemen still have all 3. With about 5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Northglenn off to take the snap. 3rd and long. Looking to air it out here. Steps back. Boysen finds his man for the deep ball. Oh, too long. Picked off. Number 6 for Fort Collins. Tracks it down and pulls it in. Another turnover for Northglenn. That is killing them. They had the momentum this drive. They had the deep ball to start the drive, and they just gave it up.
I mean, when you throw it that bad and you don't have a chance. You don't even give the wide receiver a chance.
Definitely a little bit of a mistake there, but
Try to air it out there, just didn't get a good look at it.
you know. So Fort Collins offense gets another chance here.
That defense has been playing lights out.
Exactly.
It's
They
been
really
unstoppable.
have shut out so far.
They're just always in there.
I am very excited to see this Fort Collins offense work again. I'm excited to see Cranford. I'm excited to see number 1 Levi Hermson. He's had a heck of a night, 2 touchdowns. I believe he started the game off with a touchdown, or on their first return. Cranford's gonna hand it off up the middle for about a 1-yard gain. Should be 2nd and 9 here.
I mean, last season that Fort Collins team definitely preferred to air it out, but they're looking
for
good on
sure.
the run game.
Yeah, they're looking good. I mean, they have that power up the middle. They can drive up there. They're avoiding tackles. They're playing good football tonight.
If I'm Northglenn, I'm just looking to try to get a first stop.
Exactly. Hey, they did it there on that first down. 2nd and 9 here. Cranford keeps it himself. Step back. Gonna cut up the middle. Throw it up. Just throw it away. Had a little pressure there from Northglenn. That's kind of the first we've seen from Northglenn, pressuring the quarterback.
Yeah, that O-line has been looking good all night. Haven't been letting pressure in.
Oh, yeah. They've been lights out. Cranford's had all the time in the world. They're going to hurry up here. Number 2's got to get on side. He's there. And the snap. Cranford's going to keep it himself. Roll out to his left. Pass to 12. 12's going to get about 12 yards on that. Good first down pickup on 3rd and 9 there. That's what all they need to do this game now, right? They get into trouble with 3rd and 9, just pick it up. They don't need to go for their 20-yard gains anymore. You know, Fort Collins can afford to go for 50-yard gains if they want to right now on 1st down, but when 3rd and down comes down to it, they can get it. Cranford's going to keep it himself. Cut up the middle, cut to the sideline now. He may go all the way to the 30, to the 20. It's a race, the 10. Touchdown, Fort Collins.
Bringing the lead to 33-0.
Cranford with a heck of a run, showing his athleticism, his speed. He looks like the best athlete out there right now.
Man, he's just in control of the game. It's tough when you're in the Northglenn defense. You just can't control that guy, can't cover him.
He really is. I mean, when you have a quarterback, when he can't find anything and he can improvise something on his own like that, that'll win you games.
If I'm the Northglenn defense, I'm thinking of putting a QB spy on him.
Oh, for
Try
sure.
not to let him roll out anymore, because that's been a momentum killer for the defense.
I mean, Northglenn can have them all locked down. Cranford says, you know what, I've got an idea. Touchdown.
I mean, the athleticism is just unreal.
Exactly. Lopez redeems himself there.
3 for 4 on the night. Only missed one. 34-0.
I believe he's 4 for 5.
Is he?
I believe so.
You might be correct. That's on me.
Fort Collins with a 34-0 lead over Northglenn. Northglenn offense now. Tegan Boysen has got a job to do for sure.
Got 3 minutes left. Gotta
Gotta
hurry up, play quick offense, try to get some yards.
If they can get some points on the board before halftime, they've got the littlest bit of hope there, right? I mean, if they can get even just a solid drive, the thing that's killed them all game is the turnovers, the penalties during their hopeful drives. They get the deep ball last drive and then they
It's
get
just
a pick.
those they don't get yards on 1st and 2nd down. They try to air it out on 3rd, and it just sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it
Exactly.
does work. They get big gains, but
Yep, and we go back to the muff snap, which was a turnover. The pick.
they've
right
had 2
there
muff snaps. Definitely hurts the offense. The pick
Definitely.
hurts.
needs to be fixed if they want to have a chance in this game. And Fort Collins, I mean, they just look lights out right now. They look unstoppable. With about 3:46 left to go in this quarter. What a first half we've seen. I mean, just electricity from the Lambkins.
I mean, these Lambkins are looking good this season.
Oh, for sure. Good kick by Lopez. Going to be returned by Northglenn. At his own 7. Takes it up the middle. Going to be stuffed down. At his own 15.
Last season, this Fort Collins team started off 0-6. 6-game losing streak to start.
I tell you what, a game like this can change your whole season.
Oh,
You start the season off with a win like this. If they can pull it off tonight, then I mean, it just changes the whole dynamic of your season. It really does. It can turn a potential losing season into a playoff run.
Absolutely. I mean, 34-0. It's going to be really hard for the Norsemen to come back from this one.
Oh, for sure. But let's see if Tegan Boysen and the Norsemen can get something going here. They need some hope in their drive here. Takes the snap. Screen pass to number 2. Number 2 cuts on the outside for a pickup about 5. So they're doing it. They're doing the small pickups on the outside of the field. But with the time winding down, I mean, they've got 3.5 minutes left. They've got time, but they don't have all the time in the world now.
I mean, they keep just going to that quick pitch up to the outside, those wide receiver screens.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's just starting to get more and more predictable.
I mean, they fixed the penalties, but they have not fixed the mistakes.
Yeah.
The interception, the muff snaps, they need a clean drive here. Fort Collins sends pressure. Stevenson avoids a man, cuts up the middle, to the outside. He's going to get going to the 50 and goes out of bounds around the 40. That's what we expected from Stevenson tonight. Wow.
Just absolutely electric player right there.
Stevenson can turn on the Jets when he finds room.
He's really making this offense have a good drive.
He really is. I mean, that sets the tone.
When he gets going, he gets going.
Oh, for sure. We need to see if they can keep it going, though. Like we saw last drive with the deep ball that was completion. Great play, just like that run right there. But we need to see them finish. We need to see them complete the game.
I mean, they get those good drives going. They gain 40, 30 yards every time. They just they fall
mistakes.
short every time, and it hurts their offense.
Mistakes are killers. Boysen on the screen pass to 14. 14's going to come on the outside. Gets taken down right around the 44 for about a 4 or 5 yard pickup. Maybe even 6.
Those wide receiver screens have been working all night.
Yeah, for sure. I think they realized quick during the game, during those first 2 drives, that up the middle was not going to work.
Up the middle, those long balls aren't working on first, second down.
Not at all. See what they drop. To Stevenson. Cuts on the outside. Back up the middle. Stuffed down.
Stuffed again. Just you're right. It hasn't been working all night.
No. You can't.
Lampkin stuffing it.
You can't go up the middle against the Lampkins right now. Their defense is too locked down out there. I think the screenplay set up block is working outside. It gives you a little bit of time to find some room. Up the middle, there is no room. Fort Collins is giving none. So 3rd and 4.
Looking to convert.
They need this one here. If I'm Northglenn, I do not want any 4th downs here. They're going to go for it on 4th, but you just don't need it. And
Oh,
it's
just
dropped.
missed. They had that
Just
in his
through
hands. You got to limit those errors. Right there, that's a first down. Continues the
100%.
drive even better.
So we're going to see him go for it here, like I said. But this is just not what they need, right? I mean, if Fort Collins sends pressure, he's got to find something to do with it. We haven't seen him run it much tonight. I think they're going to go with a quick pass right on the outside here, maybe another screen play, gain 5 yards, pick up the first down. You can't try anything big here. Steps back. Quick pass on the outside, picks up the first down. Taken down right around the 30.
That's what they need. They need those passes. Those short
Exactly.
yard gains, they work.
The quick corner routes, that was the perfect drawn-up play right there to get that first down, keep the drive alive.
Got it to his man before he even turned the corner. Perfect
Exactly.
throw.
Northglenn keeps the drive alive. 1st and 10 now. Now they can try more things. I still wouldn't suggest up the middle, but I'd say keep those screens going. Maybe send a deep ball. Seems to work for him every now and then, but he's going to hand it off to Stevenson. Stevenson stays up and gets about a 3 or 4 yard gain there. You know, that'll work, right?
Absolutely. After contact, he's just super physical, gets through there, gets the 3 yard gain.
You can see that power he has when he's driving through that middle, but there's only so much you can do against that Fort Collins D-line.
That D-line is playing super tight, not letting
Exactly.
anything in.
It is. It has been amazing to watch tonight what they can do, locking down the middle of the field. So 2nd and 8 now for the Northglenn Norsemen. They're looking to get points on the board with just a minute to go in the 2nd quarter. Running out of time here. Tegan Boysen steps back, got pressure, pass up the middle. He's still on his feet. He's looking to go all the way. Can he find room? Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Northglenn. Stevenson, number 5. What a run. Way to find room. Cut to the outside. Gets their first points on the board of the night.
First point of the season, actually.
You're right. Last game against Rocky, they didn't score once, so Stevenson gets the first point of their season. And that is big. They needed points before half. You cannot come into halftime with 0 points.
Stevenson, one of the huge playmakers for that offense, definitely helping out.
Exactly. You saw him work there. So off to kick the extra point now.
Yep.
To make it 34-7. Looks like we're still getting players on the field here. Snap. The kick.
It looks like it was blocked.
It's no good. Wow. So Northglenn not able to convert the extra point. I mean, it's little things like that that are just momentum killers, right? I mean, you score, you get your first points on the board. You can't let up that extra point.
I mean, if I'm the Northman, I'm just happy we finally got on the board.
You're right.
We're not getting shut out.
You're right. 34-6 at half, with 47 seconds to go until half. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Fort Collins comes out and bangs out a touchdown right now.
Absolutely. They've just been electric all night. They've been making big plays happen. Going to play quick football here.
100%. Fort Collins says, you know what? We don't like that. We didn't want them to score at all tonight. We're going to go get that touchdown back.
Absolutely. Showing no mercy here for the Lambkins.
No way. I promise you they are not happy with that. So it looks like we have number 1 Levi Hermson back to return it again. He's been electric all night on offense and on special teams.
He's definitely one of the more physical players for the Lambkins.
For sure.
He's not afraid of contact. He'll run through people, run past them.
Not at all. He will put his body on the line for a touchdown for sure. As we await the kick, Hermson in the backfield. Northglenn, after their first points on the board, they've got 6 up there. Fort Collins 34. Just under 50 seconds left to go in the half. Hermson's going to take it at his 15. Cuts up the middle. Finds room. Finds room. He's still on his feet, and he gets stripped up right past the 50. Wow. This kid has speed.
He's fast. And he's not scared of contact. Like
No, he's
FUC, he just ran through people, ran right past them.
He would go full speed into a team of linemen, no fear in his eyes. He expects to score on every play.
See, that's what you want from an ideal football player.
Exactly. That's what you need. You need a kid who doesn't just think yardage, he thinks touchdown, no matter when he has the ball.
38 seconds left for the Lambkins. Let's see if they can try to score on this drive.
I think Fort Collins has all the time in the world for them right now.
It was a great setup from Levi.
For sure. They've got 2 timeouts remaining. Showing pressure. Pass to the outside. Cuts up the middle. Cuts back out. He's going to find room. Avoids a man. Up to the first down marker. So whistle.
Levi there with an absolutely amazing block, just laid a guy out.
For sure. That's what sets the difference, right? That's what lets them get past these men, get past these tackles, and pick up these 40-yard plays.
Pancakes the guy.
Student section getting loud. They are hyped tonight. Their team's up big. 34-6. Cranford takes a snap, steps back. He's got all the time in the world. Rolls out to his right. Finds his man, number 12. What a completion right there.
That's
just
a
the
dog.
sideline.
Great roll out there.
Wow, that is a next level play right there. Rolls out to his right, finds his man on the outside. Good first down pickup.
Showing how much of an athlete he really is. Gets yards with his feet and with his arm.
Exactly. He's done it all tonight. He's shown it. And he gets out of bounds, stop the clock, get another score on the board.
18 seconds left. Need 30 yards here.
We've seen Fort Collins do it in 5 seconds.
Yep.
The Lambkins. Steps back, showing pressure. Going to take it himself here. To the outside, cuts out. Up to the 15, goes out of bounds for a first down.
Steps out of bounds with about 8 seconds left on the clock. They got about 15 yards to gain here.
You know, Cranford is just using his speed so perfectly. He's not too quick to jump out of the pocket, but he knows when. When he can't find a man downfield, he knows that he has that speed in his left pocket.
I mean, he's not scared to step into one and chuck it downfield,
Not
but he's
at all.
also not scared to get yards on his feet.
No. Cranford knows when to use his receivers and use his feet, and it has worked out great for the Lambkins tonight. 8 seconds left for the Lambkins to get one back. Steps back. He's got time. Justin Cranford navigating his way to the end zone, walks in, touchdown. Fort Collins with 0 seconds left on the clock, gets the touchdown back. It's 40-6, Fort Collins.
Man, he's just been making plays happen all night.
Wow. I mean, he walked in there.
Now, he has that dog in him. He's an absolute player
He
out there.
does have that dog in him. Just amazing from Cranford tonight.
Lopez looking to extend his kicks to 5 and 6.
I tell you what, Lopez might also have that dog in him.
Only missed one so far on the night. Just hit the goalpost, barely missed.
So we go to half. Fort Collins 41, the Northglenn Norsemen 6 with 1 touchdown throughout their entire second quarter. Fort Collins was dominant. I mean, Fort Collins is going to go into that locker room, be happy. But I really do think that that 1 touchdown is going to fire him up that Northglenn got.
Absolutely. I mean, it's tough with the lead this big. 41-6, but
No, I mean, I think Fort Collins is just, you know, you're shutting a team out, and you start to think, all right, maybe we have mercy.
maybe we
But,
can slow down
yeah.
a little bit.
No.
Take out some of the starters.
Northglenn scored. It's all fair game at this point. I
mean-
think Fort Collins is going to go run up the score. you
That
know,
Northglenn defense is definitely looking a lot better than they did at the start of the game, letting
for
up
sure,
one-play drives, touchdowns.
for sure,
That's killer.
for sure. They definitely they're making Fort Collins make longer drives.
Absolutely.
Which is what they need. They need to let their offense rest. So the offense has a chance. I mean, that can be where most of the mistakes come from in the first place, right? The muff snap, the interception. You're getting no rest.
You're tired.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's tough.
you got to get a breather sometime. And like those first 3 to 4 drives of the night
Yeah.
didn't give them a chance to rest.
No.
One-play touchdowns, the punt return.
No. And I mean, there's a reason Fort Collins offense is performing at such a high level right now. It's because they have so much rest. I mean, they're doing one play a drive to start the game.
I mean, that's tough on the defense, but they've showed no remorse, and they've still only let up 6 points.
Exactly.
Your car deserves a better routine, so keep it clean with unlimited wash packages at Breeze Through Car Wash. And don't just clean the outside, keep the inside of your car clean with free vacuums at Breeze Through. Just choose a location in northern Colorado or in southern Wyoming and feel great about your day. At Breeze Through Car Wash, easy, quick, and fun.
All right, we're back after a word from our sponsors. So, wow. Statement from Fort Collins.
I mean, that last-second touchdown, definitely momentum killer for the Norsemen. It's looking like
sure.
it's unsavable.
I mean, that's just a dagger.
Oh, yeah, that is the dagger
That
for
might
sure.
be the dagger.
Like,
I mean, and let's talk about Northglenn's quarterback, Tegan Boysen. You cannot put this game on him right now.
no, he's playing his heart out. He's trying his best. He's just not getting a chance. That offensive line is just looking super brittle.
Yeah, it really, I mean, he can't use the middle of the field at all. He has no option there. He has the deep ball, and his accuracy is on point tonight, I won't lie. So he has that. He's avoiding contact in the pocket. He's scrambling out, but he just hasn't been able to find a man, which is not all his fault.
Honestly, I think that interception over by the end zone wasn't his fault. The man stopped running. He
Yeah.
had that.
I mean, I think he's laying it all out there tonight.
And let's talk about Stevenson. Absolute dog tonight,
Oh, for
gaining
sure.
so many yards, showing what he's capable of, showing that those 92 rushing yards per game are not coincidental.
No, he's proven that tonight. I mean, he's their only touchdown tonight with those 6 points. You saw it on that touchdown. He cut up the middle, cut right back outside as soon as he saw
Broke
room.
some contact.
Exactly. I mean, the dude can play.
Absolutely. Let's talk about Levi. 2 touchdowns on the night. One punt return.
This dude is putting his heart on every single football and play that he touches. I mean, he will run through a team of 30 people with no fear.
He does everything you want a great player to do. He blocks
Exactly.
super well, absolutely pancaked the guy in the middle of the field.
Exactly.
He'll run through people. He'll run past people. He's definitely one of the fastest players out there for sure.
Exactly. I mean, he's thinking score on every single second he plays.
Him alongside Cranford is just a beautiful combo right there.
I
Cranford
know.
can get his own yards on his feet,
I mean,
and he can air out to Levi.
exactly. I'd love to talk about that. I love how Cranford has had the ability. He's not scrambling too early, you know? He's not ball hogging the night.
Yeah,
He's-
he's definitely looking for that deep ball
Yeah.
all the time.
And
Like
he trusts his receivers.
he looks like he wants to step into one and throw one out.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, as soon as he sees that there's nothing downfield, it doesn't matter. He's going for 30.
He's not afraid to take off, absolutely.
Yeah.
And he's not afraid of contact either.
Not at all. Maybe looking a little Mahomey there.
Absolutely. I think he's definitely playing his heart out.
For sure. Yeah, Cranford with really smart decisions tonight. Northglenn, I don't know what they can do to recover this. I mean, the deep ball works every now and then, but it's not going to work every play.
I mean, that
the
deep
screen
ball-
plays work, but you can't run a screen play every play, especially with the amount of mistakes they've made, right?
It's
mean,
starting to get predictable. They're doing
Yeah.
it every time.
You
And
can't
even
go
on
up the
those third
middle.
and fourth downs, you can't keep going to the deep ball. Like
Exactly.
as you saw that interception, they knew they were going to try and go deep.
Yeah. I mean, Fort Collins had that drawn up to a T.
Oh, absolutely. Played like a fiddle.
So what can they do to come back?
I don't think there's any coming back, but if by any chance the Norsemen start to lock in and play their heart out, they got to get that defense locked in,
Yeah.
stop Fort Collins, get the ball over quick, go third and out multiple
right.
times, and get that offense going. Give Stevenson the ball, try to make him make some plays.
You're
That
right.
QB, I mean, we haven't seen him scramble much, but he's just got to get out there, make some plays happen, throw the
For
ball
sure.
deep.
I mean, I know we've put a lot of highlight on Northglenn offense because they've been out there so much, but the defense does need to step. They need some stops. I think they need to put pressure on Cranford. Cranford has had all the time in the world in the pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So he's been able to read every inch of that field, see where he can go, see who he's got open.
I mean, that D-line and the O-line for Fort Collins is just looking super,
Yes.
super good. They're in, they're out. It's not fair.
We got it. We got it.
So with just under 9 minutes left to go here in half, what do we think the coaches are telling? We got Matt Yem, coach of Collins. I really think he's saying, guess what? We're gonna run the score up. Doesn't matter. They scored. Time to win this game by 50.
Let's show them we don't care that they scored and put more on them.
Exactly.
Let's see if they try to go for 80 tonight.
Maybe. I saw him go for 80. I said might as well go for 90.
I mean, once they were at 40, I was like, might as well go for 50.
Exactly. That's exactly what Matt Yem might be saying right now.
Absolutely.
Head coach for Northglenn, Matthew Dean. All you can really say is you gotta convince your players to not give up. I mean, once they give up, you know, I really haven't seen any give up from them yet, to be honest. I think they're still going hard at it.
I don't know. That Northglenn defense and offense is just looking super tired. They haven't gotten much rest. And
No, but I haven't seen any player give up yet.
Like, that defense just isn't stopping drives.
Yeah.
They're slowing them down. They've started to get better about that. They've showed more contact, but still they're scared of physicality, and I think it's rough.
For sure. They need to find a switch. I couldn't tell you what that switch is, but we can only hope they
I
find
don't even
one.
know if the switch exists, but you know, they're trying. They're out there. They're playing.
Hey, you never know. They've scored. Maybe Stevenson is a switch.
He scored their one touchdown. Try
Right.
to get him the ball more, get some more blocks for him. Like, they just haven't been blocking.
Exact. Statistically, Stevenson is the guy to carry this game.
That's a lot of weight to put on his shoulders. But if they want a chance, they got to get him more involved, get him some better plays.
Yep.
They got to stop going to those wide receiver screens
For sure. I mean, they do work. I won't lie.
sometimes.
I mean, that's
Like a
what at the
1 or
beginning of the
2 yard
game we were
gain.
saying they need to do that because they need to pick up the yards, right? So I think they need it. They need to continue that. But I'd love to see some slant routes included, right?
Absolutely. Like they've had multiple slant routes that have worked, and they just don't go to them anymore.
Yeah, I think it's more because the middle of the field is so locked down. But you get about a 10-yard slant route. You get out of that hot zone right at the line of scrimmage, right? You get maybe a 10-yard slant route up the middle. You get a guy cut up. Get Stevenson out there.
Oh, absolutely. He's been out there multiple times as
Yeah.
a wide receiver. He's out there making plays happen.
Yeah, find him more, you know? Just got to hope they don't double team him because,
It's the only option they have.
man.
If you don't double team Stevenson, he scores touchdowns.
I mean, if we talk about the thing Northglenn just fundamentally can't do, that would be an automatic loss this game, is fumbles, interceptions, turnovers. I mean, if I think one of those, a couple of those this half, and that is just killer.
Definitely hurts more because Fort Collins is going to get the ball back.
That is what happens.
No, they get the ball back at half.
I'm kidding.
They get the ball back at half. Get another look for a touchdown after just coming off of one.
I mean, who knows? We might see the Levi Hermson just house it. I wouldn't be
I mean,
surprised at this point.
I wouldn't doubt him.
No.
He just
Hermson has been on a roll tonight.
he's quick.
He really is. Hermson, I mean, you watch him run, it's like he's just gaining yards quicker than you can even track sometimes.
Yeah, he's just in the end
Yeah.
zone before I even know it. It's not
Exactly.
fair. And he'll just run through people.
Exactly. You
Like-
go, oh, he's going to get tackled. Just kidding.
Nope.
Touchdown.
Pancake.
Yep.
He's done.
Hermson said, guess
Like,
what?
That one pancake he had, he didn't even move.
Yeah.
The dude just went, died.
I think Hermson's got a dog in him.
Dude, they all have dogs in. This Fort Collins team is just looking unstoppable.
Yes. Let's talk about that run for the first touchdown. I believe the first rushing touchdown of the game for Fort Collins.
Didn't even have a chance.
Up the middle.
No one touched him.
Took off like a rocket.
Nobody touched him.
Nobody.
Showed no physicality. That Northglenn team just looked scared of him. And I would be too. He's
Yeah,
quick and
I-
he's strong.
I don't blame him, to be honest. I mean, we've got under 5 minutes to go here in half. Student section is still live and active tonight. Construction theme. Classic
Nope,
theme. for them.
it's neon.
Neon. Similar, you know.
Not really.
Well, construction outfits.
I think it's just bright colors is what they're going for.
Okay, I was wrong.
Yep. But I like it. I like the theme.
All right. Classic theme. Under 4 minutes to go. I am so excited to see Cranford come out with his athletic ability to start this drive off and show us what he's got for the second half.
I mean, after this, Northglenn has to go to Prairie View, and then Thornton, and then Denver North. And those are tough games for them after
Yeah.
losing to Rocky Mountain 31-0, and then already 41-6 at halftime.
Yeah.
See how much this Fort Collins teams want to rack up the
Let's
score.
take a look at Fort Collins' schedule.
Fort Collins after this goes to
Starting the
Eagle
season off with a bang.
Crest,
Okay.
and then Pooter, Erie, and then Fossil Ridge.
I believe that Fossil Ridge is the homecoming game, correct?
That is correct for them. So
That's a big game.
That's
Stay-
intimidating for Fossil Ridge, seeing a big
Yeah.
score like this.
Right? For Fort Collins' homecoming game, you do not want to see a team performing like this, right? You want to see close games throughout their whole season or big losses. I would say Fossil Ridge definitely needs to watch out. This Fort Collins team looks powerful.
Fossil Ridge has their first game this Friday against Loveland.
There we go. That should be a really good game.
I've heard good things about the Fossil team so far. They have Marcus
Yeah.
Moser, D1 commit
Yeah,
to
San
SDSU.
Diego State. They've got Nick Kuba, who's really developed over these years behind his
Absolutely.
brother who graduated the other year.
Committed for college too.
Yep. They've got pipelines. They've got Gage Ginther's no longer there, but the Tennessee commit over there
Oh, he was a
is already
dog.
there. Yep. One of the best
Unstoppable.
alignment.
Definitely help develop some players.
For sure. You got
They're-
Nate Session over there.
He's looking good, like a 300-pound guy.
100%.
That's scary.
So that's just to name some of these studs in Fort Collins League, right? I mean,
The Fort Collins League is looking good, unstoppable.
it really is.
Like racking up the score against these guys.
Yeah. I mean, the amount of talent that comes out of these schools, like Fort Collins, you've got Cranford. He's a stud tonight.
Levi, stud.
Yeah, and then you've got these other schools like Fossil Ridge. You've got Nate. You've got Nick Kubat.
You got Marcus.
Marcus going D1. So this whole league is so talented, and Fort Collins is showing that they can play.
These PSD teams, they're just looking really good.
Exactly. So as the teams come back onto the field now, get warmed up.
If you're the Fort Collins head coach, are you putting in your starters still, or are you slowing down?
You know, like I said,
Let's look at some highlights here. There's the first muffed snap of the day.
you can see Fort Collins just instantly knows what to do. Get on that man. Stop any play from that.
And look at Levi here, punt return. So quick.
Look at that. He navigates the field so well, able to navigate through every defenseman he can find for that end zone.
He doesn't slow down when he sees someone coming.
Really doesn't.
It's a great long shot for Northglenn here.
For Tegan Boysen. And there's that run up the middle for Fort Collins. What a play. That was how they, I mean, you had Levi Hermson's touchdown, but then you had the first play of
First
their
offensive
offense.
touch of the night.
Wow.
Touchdown for about 70 yards.
Yep. And you can see this Fort Collins defense on them all night.
Locked up.
Just haven't let them go. Another return here from earlier in this game. Look at this. I mean, they just know how to navigate the field.
Look at Levi getting up there for the blocks.
Exactly.
Not afraid of contacts.
Look at that. That guy's twice as big as Levi. Levi does not care. And then again, avoiding these tackles to get these touchdowns. They're kind of unstoppable on the outside right now.
Just this Fort Collins team doesn't slow down when someone runs to them.
Exactly. But right there you can see Stevenson has his athletic ability to break through that contact, get some yards after contact. And here's the Cranford athleticism. His speed shows big right there. There's the fumble that killed their drive. It's the mistakes like that.
Levi again. Just look at him run. He's so quick. Navigates the field so well.
It's almost like he knows he's scoring.
He just wants to score every play. He doesn't
Exactly.
care.
No. Doesn't care what it takes. Here's the deep ball for Northglenn. That was a huge pickup for them.
Then they came back with a interception.
Yeah.
Killed the drive.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I don't think that was Tegan Boysen's fault on that interception.
No, just slowed down, stopped running.
So as we await halftime to end, we've got just over 2 minutes left to go here. The teams warming back up. Fort Collins coming out pretty electric, I'd say, in the second half. As the students filter back to their seats.
I mean, you're right. This Front Range League is super stacked with talent. These Fort Collins guys, they're just out here playing their heart out.
Exactly. And when they play their heart out, it is at an elite level.
Didn't even mention Colton Pollock.
Exactly.
D1 lacrosse commit, ranked nationally, top 10.
I mean, name a sport, he might be able to go D1 in it. That kid has
Unfair.
some ability.
Last season, he
Colton
absolutely
Pollock.
dominated.
Jake Toshkoff is another big talent in this league.
Calvin,
Yeah,
big guy. It's just a whole lot of physicality in this Fort Collins area.
for sure. So, Northglenn needs to find the method to this game. They haven't found it yet. They've been getting beat on defense. The offense hasn't been able to find their groove. They've found those small pickups, but they haven't found their big switch, right?
I mean, they get those yards, and then they just slow down. They get tired way too quick, and they're scared of contact.
That's true. You've seen that a little bit tonight, and you've seen you're right. They get the big plays. They get down there. They get the yards that they need, and then they make a mistake. They interception, fumble, you name it. and it's just
penalties.
Yeah.
They hurt. They really kill the momentum. Special teams out now. Special teams.
I'd like to remind you as you're walking by over the concession and taking a little break that they're kicking off their raffle.
As halftime comes to an end now.
For $10, you can
Northglenn's
get
pickup
entered
team.
into a raffle where you can
Out.
make
If
it
Levi
to
gets the ball, I
1,000.
would not be surprised if he gets like a 50 to 40 yard
Oh,
game.
for sure.
Even a touchdown.
Oh,
He's looking to
100%.
return it every time.
I mean, you expect nothing less than a 40-yard return from right now. The dude is.
I mean, I would just stop kicking it to them. Honestly.
You're just.
Touchback.
Yeah, right.
If he can kick it that far.
I would expect that that's what he's trying to do here, is go for a touchback.
Stop giving it to the guys in the back there.
But you never know. Levi Hermsen might just run in the locker room and receive that ball, if that's what it takes.
He might.
In a squib.
Oh, Levi muffed.
Up the middle. He finds room. What do we say? For a big gain up to about the 45. Levi Hermsen dashes up the middle.
He's quick.
Oh, he is too quick. I guarantee you he's upset right now, too. I guarantee you he's sitting there saying, man, I had a lane. I should have taken it. But
He had it rolling up to him. Kicked it up to himself.
that's elite play right there. Student section getting real loud to start the second half.
Levi not on the field for this one. He needs it.
Cranford, though. Didn't snap. For the first play of the second half. It's a handoff up the middle. And he drives through for about an 8 or 9 yard pickup. Wow.
Man, their run game is looking really solid this year.
It really is. I mean, you can see just head down, power through.
Last year, they didn't want to run the ball that much. But this year, they're not scared of contact.
No, and that's what Fort Collins has so well in their back pocket is they have Cranford, right? A stud of a QB. But then they've got these running backs who can give them 10 yards and sometimes break out into a 40-yard game. I know, right?
Absolutely. Just ball players.
Northglenn showing pressure. Cranford rolls out to his left. Pitch. What a catch right there. Wow, way to pull it in. Goes out of bounds right around the 44.
Good hands on number 12,
And to
Dan
catch
Morgan
that.
for the first
Pull that
down.
in.
Here you go, Collins.
Back in the day. See him just bring this in.
And look at that. He drives through that contact.
It almost looks like that was intended for the other receiver. He just got up there and grabbed it. Looking to score another touchdown here, not slowing up. No mercy here.
Not at all. You can see the starter still in the field. Cranford's still out there showing that he can do it. Northglenn showing pressure here. Doesn't matter. O-line's on it. Pass up the middle. Taking down.
3 or 4 yard game now.
You know, I'm surprised Fort Collins isn't just airing it out here. I mean, I know they have a big lead. I know that may seem a little bit disrespectful, but why not try something?
Why not try some big plays?
Yeah.
Get some things, see how they work.
Yeah, foul to Warrington. Second down.
Let's see if Cranford can make something crazy happen.
Watch them air it out on this play. I believe it.
Cranford with the snap. Steps back. Finds his man. Quick pass. Taken down. For about a...
First down.
Should be a first down here. About a 6-yard gain.
Around the 27.
They're going to give it to him there. I mean, Northglenn's defense is definitely not letting those quick passes turn into much, but they're letting them happen. Is the problem right now.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They need incompletions. They need all that they can get right now. And they're showing pressure on every play. It doesn't matter. Fort Collins is picking up. Pass to number 8 should be about a 3 or 4 yard pickup.
I mean, that O-line is just looking super solid, not letting anyone in, giving Kramer a whole lot of time.
I mean, you're seeing the outside blitz, and they're leaving that man open every single time because they're sending pressure from that outside, and it's just an easy completion every play.
Absolutely.
Northglenn wants to get pressure on Cranford, but they're picking it up every play.
They can't.
You can see right there. Number 11 shifts to pressure, just can't rush him. Cranford throws just behind his man.
That's one of the first bad throws I've seen from him all night.
Yeah, you know, that was in a little bit of trouble. That was possibly, it was a little too low to be picked, but not the best throw we've seen from him.
I mean, it's all right. He's
Yeah.
been playing, balling out.
Trust me. No complaints for Cranford tonight.
His stat line is going to look really good.
Oh, for sure. Good way to start the season.
False
and
start.
a flag.
On the Norseman, that's killer.
That's just, I mean,
Way to draw that
unnecessary.
out, though.
yeah. Number 66 on Norseman. You know, it's just what you can't have right now. You're trying to stop them any way you can. They're picking up 6-7 yards on every play, and you're just giving them free yards.
I mean, if they score this touchdown, that's 100% the dagger.
I mean, yeah.
Not
It is-
even close.
It's a killer for sure.
Send out the D team.
Cranford with the snap, steps back, finds his man, quick pass to number 8, incomplete. Good coverage there.
Oh,
we
that's
saw
one of their first ones of the night.
we saw, you know, like we said, they're allowing these passes to happen, but they're stopping them. Right there, no completion.
Yeah,
That's
they
what they
stopped
need.
it for once. It's good. It's very good for them. Trying to get them,
It's what they need if they want any chance. in
trying
the
to get a
second
good
half.
stop in the red zone.
Yeah. Now the question is, if Fort Collins does get down to the 4th, do you think they go for the field goal, or do you think they want it?
Honestly, I think
knows?
Lopez has the leg for it. They might.
Well, it doesn't matter because a screenplay should pick up the first, maybe a yard short there. Believe they're going to mark him for a 3rd and 1. Good screenplay and good pass by Cranford. He's going to take the snap again. He's going to hand it off for the first down pickup
Brought
down
down
the left side.
around the 5-yard line.
You know, it is interesting to see them play this small ball game now.
And they've definitely slowed up a little bit.
For sure. A run up the middle, stuffed right about at the 1.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do that one more time. Maybe have the QB keep the ball.
For sure. 2nd and goal here.
Around the 1-yard line.
They're hurrying up, too. They're keeping Northglenn on
QB
their
sneak.
feet.
Touchdown.
There it is. Touchdown, Fort Collins to make it 47-6.
They've not slowed up. They're trying to rack it up.
They're up 41 now. Lopez out there to make it up by 42. Can you believe this?
I mean, if I'm the Norseman, I just want to go home. I'm done.
Man,
Absolutely blow out.
Keegan Boysen is going to have to go out there one more time. A few more times. Lopez, though, to make it a 42-point lead. Bang!
5 for 6 on the night.
I believe 6 for 7.
Whoa.
I know.
I forget that they've scored a whole lot of touchdowns.
Starts the second half.
48.
Lincoln 48. Norseman 6.
So Fort Collins will kick it off now. Who just need any hope they can get. I mean, they need a field goal, touchdown, some points to get their team going. So maybe let their defense know there's some hope.
I don't think they can. It's over. If I'm Northglenn, I'm just trying things out now.
Maybe we'll
See
see
what
some exciting
works.
plays.
This definitely hurts Northglenn. A loss this big. Bigger than
But
that.
hey, at this point, they want to cut that lead down. Right?
Absolutely. They still want to score
You
touchdowns.
can't give up. Lopez, big leg tackle. Lopez, kick. Northglenn look to return at their own 5. Cuts outside. Gets tripped up right around his own 20. Should be marked at around the 19. Excuse me, the 25.
That's crazy. He stole that from Stevenson.
Yeah. I
I would let Stevenson get
I
the
don't
ball.
understand that.
Yeah.
Miscommunication there for sure, but
I mean, I want Stevenson to have the ball there. He's one of the few playmakers that's going to make something happen.
yeah, for sure. So Tegan Boysen back with the snap, drops back, finds a man, deep ball there to number 14. It's picked off. Fort Collins gets the ball right back on the first play of the drive. Just kills Northglenn any momentum they might have had. They get the ball back. They want to go score again.
That hurts.
Oh, for sure.
That hurts the
Wow.
offense for sure. He had that ball.
I know. I mean, wow.
That wide receiver just looked like he was scared
That
of
is
contact.
so tough. But, yeah,
Yep, he just slowed down, didn't go for it.
that is tough. That is tough if you are Northglenn. I mean, you want to cut the lead to any amount you can.
You just want to
right?
score at this point.
Yeah, you need any score you can get. And I don't hate the deep ball decision.
No, I don't either. It's
But man, that's tough.
honestly, at least you got him way more downfield.
That's true. But what do we say at halftime, right? Any interception, any turnover,
Killer.
It's killer. So Fort Collins, the dominant offense, back out. See what they can do. See if they continue their small ball drive again, or if they want to go make the same. They do. Handoff up the middle. Finds room. Hurdles the man up to the 45. Look at this. They're still playing with as much heart as they can get.
Eli De La Paz
Even when they're up.
with a springy run there.
That's
Second.
no mercy.
No mercy.
They're trying to run up the score.
No.
Show people that they're not scared of winning.
Pressure coming from the sideline. Block picked up. Cranford out to his left. Pass deflected. Incomplete. Northglenn to the stop there. You know, honestly, Fort Collins just has an answer for every one of Northglenn's tries. I mean, they're sending pressure from the outside. The running back's picking it up. Cranford's got all the time in the world. They've got it figured out this game.
I mean, he's not scared of rolling out.
No.
Like, Northglenn QB just sits in the pocket,
Yeah.
tries to step into one.
And as long as Northglenn's going to try and keep scoring, so is Fort Collins.
Absolutely.
More pressure coming from the outside. Move forward. Handoff in the middle gets tripped up. Looks like a 2-yard loss.
Fourth down. I think they're going to punt it.
Slight
No,
loss
looks like they
there.
will.
Brings up fourth down.
Fort Collins is
for the
aggressive, but there's no need in this situation.
Game's already over. Save your guys.
Let your defense go to work again, right? Your defense has been so beneficial for you tonight. Why not let him go? Why not let him go get another sack?
Absolutely. Quick, get back on offense.
Exactly.
This Fort Collins student section is still filled all the way up to the top of the bleachers.
They are here to see their team finish the game out. So on the punt, good snap. Textbook punt there. Northglenn on the return. Takes it at his 25. Excuse me, his 15. Gets some help there. Gets up to about the 27.
I mean, any yards help at this
Exactly.
point.
So, do we think they'll try the deep ball again? Are they scared after that interception?
Honestly, get the ball to Stevenson.
Yeah.
Have him make some plays.
You know
He's
what?
one of the few hopes they have.
I want to see them run the Stevenson, not near the line of scrimmage, but run
not up the
about a
middle.
15-yard slant. Let him run, right?
Because he can catch the ball, too.
For
He's not
sure.
only a running back.
No, not at all. He's a utility player. So Boysen, with little rest, he's going to try and get his offense downfield. Hand off to Stevenson. Stevenson cuts outside. Look at this. Stevenson up the sideline. Stevenson finds room, goes out of bounds.
They say he stepped out around the 45.
Okay, but still, Stevenson is here. We see him right now. Avoid those tackles. Find that outside lane.
Honestly, I don't think he stepped out of bounds there.
Yeah, they're gonna mark him shorter, but still a first down, right? Like you said, you wanted to see Stevenson get the ball, try and get any hope back.
Absolutely. He's one of the few playmakers on the team.
For sure.
Definitely helps
And
him out.
You can see it work right there.
And even if you get him the ball, let him get those big runs. Then
So
they can
another
throw it to other
screenplay.
guys.
Oh, and I'm muffed. Just has to sit on it.
4 or 5 yard loss.
They're gonna call it incomplete.
Like, it gets other guys open, makes people want to guard Stevenson more, forget about
sure.
other guys.
Yeah. So 2nd and 10 here. You know, I really don't know what Northglenn wants to do here. I mean, they want it. Obviously, they want to keep the drive alive, right?
Yeah.
But do you go deep? Do you go for another screen?
I mean, Those screens have stopped working around
I mean,
the second quarter.
Look at this. Fort Collins looks like they're still sending pressure. A pitch to Stevenson. Stevenson up the middle with some force past the 50.
He's not scared of contact at all.
Not at all. You see a little celebration after that play. He's still hyped, right?
He's still having fun out there.
Yeah, he is still playing with energy because he knows how good he is.
That's what I love to see. I love to see people losing big, and they don't care about the score. They're just out here to have fun and play.
And they want to show how good they are.
Third down.
Right, that's Stevenson. So 3rd and 4 now. 3rd and 4 for Northglenn, trying to keep this drive alive. Fort Collins does not seem to be Eli is still pressuring hard.
I think they're going to go with another one of the receiver screens.
Pressure on him. Up the middle pass to Stevenson. Cuts back. Avoids the contact. Still up. Goes down right around the 40. Look at the toughness from Stevenson.
Another one of those screens there.
Yeah.
Tackle by
Stevenson, if you saw, hits a man, stays on his feet, hits another man. It doesn't matter how many. He's still on his feet, as we see right here.
Replay here.
Oh, this is the previous play.
Great pitch there.
So as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter, Collins 48, Norseman 6. Fort Collins looked dominant all night, but the Norsemen able to keep this drive alive.
They're going to try and put some more points on the score.
Okay, we're done. And we're back after a word from our sponsor, where Northglenn starts their drive again, 1st and 10, during the 4th quarter, with a handoff stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Fort Collins keeping that line of scrimmage locked. Even Stevenson has a hard time penetrating through that.
That was not Stevenson. Stevenson coming
Yes,
back
but-
on the field.
But even
Absolutely, I
game,
agree.
I
That's
mean-
it's, you can't break through that.
the studs are having a hard time.
They haven't been able to get a good run up the middle all night.
It's just not possible tonight. That's why they've used that screenplay and it works, but it just doesn't seem to give them those big yards.
No.
So 2nd and 9 now after the 1-yard pickup. Boysen steps back, finds his man deep.
Stevenson.
Going for Stevenson. He's wide. Touchdown, Northglenn. Stevenson with a big play. Gives them the little bit of hope.
Stevenson there,
Teague.
he just breaks through, absolutely. Cooks his man.
As we take a look back, Stevenson on the Jets.
He's quick.
Man.
Showing that he's not only a running back, but he can also catch the ball and make some plays happen. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
Exactly.
Looks like they're going to
Man.
go for 2 here.
Yeah, I believe they must because they missed the extra point on their only other touchdown of the night. But, man, Teagan Boysen with a dot to Stevenson.
Absolute dot to Stevenson. He saw his man getting wide open, knew he could get that deep ball down there.
Like we've been saying all night, it's not him. He's not
No.
the problem.
No,
A lot of people think the problem originates at the quarterback. No.
not always.
He's been doing what he can tonight. And he's going to try and get 2 here with a big conversion to bring him to 14. They're going to give it to Stevenson up the middle. No.
Oh, stuff.
You know,
Run up the middle never
I don't
works.
agree with that play call. Up the middle's never been working all night, and they give it to him up the middle.
I think that by now they got to realize that they haven't had 1 yard up the middle.
Yeah, I mean, you get Stevenson on a route, and you score.
Even those wide receiver screens have worked all night,
Yeah.
worked way better. Why would you not call
You
one
only
of those
need
again?
2 yards. Why not run a screenplay? But, hey, maybe they were thinking something.
Maybe they're thinking this time's going to be different. Was not.
Was not. So Northglenn off to kick off to Fort Collins. You know, after all that, I was thinking, well, I know what we said. They're not going to let up, but maybe they will. Nope. They
Nope.
just scored again. Have fun.
Cut the lead down to 36.
Fort Collins says, let's win by 80.
Got 50. Might as well go for 60.
Exactly. So,
Levi not out on the kick return this time.
man, that's sad to see. You hate to see that.
I mean, might as well save him. You don't want him to get hurt.
I know, but he is a fun one to watch.
Let's see what his backup's made of, though.
Oh. A little bit of a squib. He's going to pick it up. Take it out. Cut up the middle. Gets knocked down right around the 25. You know, he just didn't have much room there. To cut up. Just kind of got chopped
Picked that
down.
ball up late.
Yeah.
It's tough. Everyone was already on him.
You know, I don't think it matters for Fort Collins right now because they've got Cranford, they've got Hermsen, they've got the tools.
Absolutely.
But let's see if they keep him in here. You would think after Northglenn just scored, they say, why not? Let's go run the lead up. But
I mean, they only have 8 minutes left.
true.
Might as well put in their backup.
And you're right. It doesn't look like that's Cranford out there. Looks like that's number 4 with a lot of pressure on him. Picked off in the middle of the field. Northglenn regains possession. Threw it right to him.
Absolutely. I was looking for his guy there. It was not.
Number 4, Griffin Campaign with the interception. First play of his drive. It's a rough start. He did have a lot of pressure on him. He was trying to get that ball out of there. I believe that just ended up in the Northglenn in his hands.
Yeah, I didn't even have to move for that one. Just
Yeah.
thrown straight to him.
So Tegan Boysen, Stevenson, and the rest of the Northglenn offense back out to attempt to cut the lead more with 7:38 left in this fourth quarter. Fort Collins, are they going to send the pressure? They will not. Number 15 for Northglenn, can't find much.
Stuffed.
Tried to go outside, couldn't pick up much. Should be 2nd and 9 here. Maybe 9.5. Student section getting live after they've seen their backup throw an interception. They're like, we cannot let this game go.
I gotta say, the student section makes these football games that much more fun.
For sure. I mean, that is half of what makes these football game environments, right?
Oh, absolutely. The band, the student section.
For sure. Boysen steps back, finds his man, 14, cuts around, gets wrapped up. Great tackle by 15. 15, Evan Kadrich with a great tackle there to prevent the gain of about 5 yards.
About 6 minutes and 30 seconds left with the game. The Lambkins lead 36 points.
Yeah, but hey, we didn't expect Northglenn to score again, and that was an electric play they had a couple drives ago.
Absolutely. They're still showing that they're still out here having fun.
Exactly. They're showing that
No reason to slow down.
if you're going to lose, you better not lose by much, right?
Try to cut that lead down.
Hand off to 7. 7 cuts outside. Makes a man miss. Good yardage after contact right there.
Gain 1 yard there.
Exactly.
Close to that first down.
You know, I believe they're going to go for it here on 4th and 1.
At this point, why would you not? You can't
Yeah,
punt
right.
it. It might be a little too far for your kicker.
You're deep enough into their zone. No reason not to go for it here. 4th and 1. As long as they don't run it up the middle. They've got to stay away from the middle.
The middle's just been on clamps all night.
Exactly. I say another screen pass might help keep this drive alive.
Absolutely.
Takes the snap. Handoff. Is he going to get it? He does. He gets the yardage. He's still on his feet. Breaks a tackle. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Northglenn. What a run from the Northglenn running back. Amazing yardage after contact.
Didn't go up the middle of that time, and it worked out for them in their favor.
Exactly. Northglenn gaining some momentum back right now.
18-48.
I mean, we're seeing some hope here.
I mean, they're just happy to be on the board finally.
Exactly.
3-touchdown game after not scoring their first game.
I can guarantee you Fort Collins is completely unhappy with this right now. They didn't expect them to get over 0 points.
I bet you they're going to come back and score another.
Fort Collins?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You think they put their starters back?
At this point, I don't think so, but
Anyway, 2-point conversion. They go with the screen pass. Can he make it there? No.
just short.
Stop short. They go with the screens. They've been working all night for those short little gains, but Fort Collins had to figure it out.
On clamps.
You know, I honestly think that was just right here as we take a look back at it. You can see just the effort that he put. Just knocks men down on his way to the end zone. No fear.
He's not scared of running through people either.
Not at all.
Trying to get that touchdown.
Eli Stevens. So Northglenn to kick it off again after scoring again. They can't get those 2-point conversions, but hey, they're getting on the board.
Yeah, that's a big win for them, scoring touchdowns.
Sure.
Learning what works.
Exactly. Right? Again, it's another learning curve for the season, right? Seeing what throughout the rest of the season is going to work, what's not going to work. And as he's going to let this kick go out of bounds. Great football IQ there. When the kick goes out of bounds, it's going to be a flag. You get more yards on the play. Let it go out. That's
Absolutely.
a great play. So with just about 3 minutes left to go in this final quarter of the game, 14-48. You know, even though the Norsemen had a crazy rough start in the first half, they kind of showed a little bit of resilience there.
Absolutely. I mean, when you're getting beat that bad in the first half, you let up multiple one-play scores. You still come out, you still throw up some good plays.
For sure. We've got number 4, Griffin Campaign, back out there after throwing the interception last play. Did not go with Cranford. Gives a handoff up the middle.
Stuffed.
Nothing going.
0-yard gain there. Return to the line of scrimmage.
You know, they're just going to run the clock out now, right? Even if they give the ball back to the Norsemen, they're not worrying too much because they're just trying to run the clock right now.
Absolutely. They're trying to get this game over with. Trying to go home.
Put the ball. Northglenn wants any stop they can get. They want all the points they can get. Even if it's not going to convert to a win, they want anything they can get.
Try to get that lead down, but just a little bit.
Keeps it for himself, rolls out to his right. He'll find his man. He can!
Absolute dunk.
Wow, what a completion.
Way to keep his
Three
feet in
catch
bounds.
and ready, first down.
That is
Collins.
high football IQ right there. We'll take a look at it right here. Campaign rolls out to his right. And finds his man to get the first.
Just a great catch right there. Great effort.
Clock still rolling. 1:15 left in the game. Campaign comes from the sidelines. Under a minute to go now in the fourth quarter. He's going to keep it himself. Could pass 87. 87 with some contact. Taken down.
That was absolutely missile.
Nice quick pass there.
No play in this game, so
You know, that's a good way to rebound.
absolutely.
I mean, you
Great
throw that,
catch by Joseph.
he lets you go out there again, and he shows it, right? I can make this.
He shows them, hey, I might mess up once, but not again.
Alright, yeah, I threw that back, but I can go out there, I can make the final passes right in the middle.
I mean, it's just a great way to forget about what happened.
Exactly.
Keep moving forward.
17 seconds left now. Campaign keeping some reps in with a handoff. No, he keeps it himself. Avoids a man, gets tripped up right around 46. And so that should run this game down. The Fort Collins Lambkins win 48-18 over the Northglenn Norsemen. What a game. Electricity from Cranford all night. And Hermsen Stevens on Northglenn showed some great potential.
2 touchdowns on the night.
For sure.
1 receiving, 1 running.
Hermsen had a heck of a night. Cranford showed his ability. I mean, wow. And
Yeah.
so that's how Fort Collins will start off their season 1-0. Northglenn goes to 0-2. Fort Collins looking to rebound after their losing season last year, and it looks like they just might do it. I'm Connor Stevenson. Thank you for listening in.
I'm Amelia Ledoux. Thank you guys for joining us.
and we appreciate you. Have a good night.